John Wynne, a self-employed property consultant.
My name's Jimmy Dean, founder of Sporting Family Change.
My name's Loraine Morgan-Brinkhurst, MBE, and I run an events and PR company in the City of Bath.
I'm Emma Herbert, and I'm a single mum, but I'm also an author. And I'm here today because I'm going to talk to you about a series of books that I'm working on at the moment together with my daughter, who's 6, and she's called Lola, funnily enough. If you look at the first page of the presentation, I refer to our books Creating Family Time, the header page, that is. What I mean by that is I spend time with my daughter, travel with her, whether it's in Bath or overseas. And I wrote this book actually when we travelled around France. So what I want to do is continue to do that, to write children's books with her, where she'll be involved in the storytelling and illustrating the books with me. The vision is very much, obviously that allows me to spend time with her and have that whole family time thing with her. But on the other side of things, I want parents and grandparents to use those books essentially as tools to spend time with their families, not just reading them, but also to take our ideas and inspiration from us as well, basically. So get out in there, get off the internet, get off television, be with your family. That's what it comes down to for me. I have an existing website and a presence on Facebook and things as well. And what I want to do is to publish 5 children's books and 1 travelogue per year, which have this whole inspirational theme of, being with your family, get out there, do stuff. Yes, they could be sold individually, but what I would like would be for the parents and the children to kind of experience the whole thing with us. So the stories are actually true stories, the children's books are, that my daughter kind of says, no, Mummy, you can't do this, you can't do that, you need to put this in there, and her funny little quirks. So we're kind of creating almost a community around what we're doing. That's my bigger idea. So as I say, I do have existing Facebook pages because I've been working on this idea for quite some time. The established website, and I'm doing quite well with sort of picking up followers on Instagram and things at the moment as well, because it's obviously very visual, so using photos, even in Bath and stuff, it's very relevant and people seem to quite like that. But of course there's, it's all very well me being able to write these books, but we need people to see them, and that's where the expenses side of things come in, which is why I'm here today, because I think the whole ethos of Sporting Family Change is great, and I'd love to be involved in that, but I do need a little bit of help in order to do that. So if you take a look at the expenses page, there are certain costs that are associated with running any business. So the online presence obviously has hosting for the website. I've also just upgraded my hosting package to a secure server so that I can take payments on there, and it gives people, more trust, I guess, to see the little lock sign and the S at the end of the HTTP. The next item on the list, the stock. If you publish a book with an ISBN in this country, you need to deposit 5 copies of each book with the British Library, so I need the funds to be able to give them the stock that they require, and of course to have a little bit of promotional stock just to get me going as well, talking to people locally, networking, gifts, whatever it may be. And then the last thing is a marketing budget, which we're looking at a year here realistically to get a proper turnaround and to build this growth. But I have invested in a marketing course. I have got a marketing background. I used to be a marketing manager before I had my daughter. But I invested in a specific author marketing course this year, which has given me a lot of insight into how powerful things like Facebook ads can be if you know how to use them properly and you get the right demographics, and you can get some really targeted leads there. In addition to that, I'd like to think that if I can get more visibility locally, I can also maybe work with people like Bath Mums or local schools and things, go in and give speeches and say this is what we're trying to do. It may be hiring a hall and maybe speaking or something like that, but it's really about getting the word out, get offline, spend time with your kids, and this is what we're trying to do, basically. I'm an example of it. I only have so many hours a week because I am a full-time parent on my own. But if I can do it and I can write the books and spend that time with my daughter, then other people can do it too. There's no excuses really. So in terms of the return on investment, quite simply, I'm asking for an investment of £1,000, please, and I'd like to think that I can give you back 2,000. The other thing as well with this is I do see this, if it's a possibility, as being an ongoing thing. So I'm planning on writing these books at least, the 5+1, at least once every year. So it's possibly something that we can do going forward from 2017 as well. One more thing as well, just to add on to how I'm going to generate this money. Once I've started to build these communities and got the email and the communication and newsletters and things going out, what I intend to do next year is to have a membership site on the back of my website and say to people, right, okay, you pay me £12 a year, you can get a digital copy of every single book I write, and in addition to that, you'll get 30% discount on paperbacks, so that people then become more invested in the community and what we're trying to do. And as their children grow and Lola grows and has more involvement in writing the books, so it's not just me doing most of the writing and her doing the little pictures, the idea is that that follows through, and she's only 6 now, but as she kind of comes up towards teenage years, I think it's a crucial time that letting parents know that this communication and spending time with them is just paramount, especially with all the things that are happening at the moment as well. If you can get the, get the ground roots in, that doesn't sound like this, but anyway, get it in there, keep the communication there, and then hopefully we can minimise some of the issues that do happen as they start to grow into teenage years and things like that.
Can I ask, for myself, having recently been involved with the launch of some books, I know that the cost of getting the books printed
Yes.
can run into a few £1,000s.
Yes.
This is not factored in, I know, because the bids that come to us are for up to £1,000.
Yeah.
Where do you envisage getting the other money to enable you to print?
Right, I actually do print on demand. So there's 2 aspects to this. There's digital copies, which is a good way to generate leads. Through Amazon, put a perma-free book up, you can get money in that way by getting people. And the same, if people buy books through Amazon or through Nielsen, who distribute, or Gardeners and then Nielsen distribute globally, they invoice you, or they do it as print on demand. So you basically, they'll take their cut when they get their money in. So that's the model I'm using. Rather than saying, give me 10,000 books, I'm using other sources to distribute my books and doing the sales online mostly.
Have you costed how much you could sell your books for?
Yes, well this one's actually on sale already. This one's been put up for sale since June. The e-books will be priced between 99 pence and £3.99. The reason for that again is partly marketing, cheaper, free one, 99p, that kind of business. And the paperbacks will be sold at £3.99, which gives me it's an average of about £2 profit per book, basically.
And you've clearly sort of spent quite a bit of time on setting it up.
Yeah,
So
it's about 2
2.5,
2 years.
2 years, and you've probably got quite a lot of followers and sold quite a few books.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd just be useful to sort of put the sales into the context of the turnover and revenue that's generated. I guess these are they don't fly off the shelves because you don't put them on the shelves in the same way. But
No.
how many of that one have you sold?
Probably generated about £500 without doing any advertising. That's just literally from putting it on Amazon.
Yeah.
That is going to be going wide, because when I first went into Amazon, I did it and I put it into what's called KDP Select, which means you're exclusive to Amazon and they give you benefits for doing that.
Okay.
But actually, it's not a good thing, because you're missing out on distributors, like global distributors basically. So on the 22nd of November, that's due to come out as KDP Select and go wide. That means then that I can get it into places like Waterstones and things like that, because you can't even do that basically. It's really limiting. And then obviously publishing it.
I think what's exciting of you being sort of based locally is the fact that, you know, Bath Children's Literature Festival was one of the early literature festivals to start, and what would be amazing would be that you could perhaps get yourself as a guest for next year's literature festival, or if not the following year. I think that would be really amazing, and I think you could sort of put that into your marketing and your PR. And I'd be very happy to share with you the contacts that I've got with the Children's
because
Literature
I think
Festival.
it's yes, I know children learn to read and write, but they're losing the skill of storytelling because they have like their phones and their tablets. And don't get me wrong, my daughter looks at mine occasionally, but when we were kids, you know, we used to come home from school and read books and go outside and play and make stories up and paint pictures, and that's what I really want to do. I want to get children back to being children, I guess, you know, give it back to them. And literacy is so important, you know, you can't do anything without it, realistically.
Yeah, the two things that really sort of stand out for me is your presentation. And we have obviously met, which is great.
Yeah.
The thing I like the most is two things. Obviously, it's aligned with how the sort of values of sporting family change, and it's just lovely to see somebody so passionate about something. Don't ever be afraid to. It's a gift. Don't put yourself there. It's a gift to be that passionate about something. Whatever it is, it's brilliant. I'm definitely in, because I think I believe you'll succeed. But at the end of the day, as I said before, if you don't succeed, at least you've had a bloody go at it.
Yeah,
And
no
I think that-
regrets.
Yeah, exactly. So good on you. Brilliant.
And I think there'll be some great lessons, not some more lessons that'll be learned along the way for you and for everyone that reads the books.
Thank you very much.
Good on there.
So I had the pleasure of giving you the money.
Well done.
No, I really won't lie. No tears.
Yeah, that's right.
Excellent.
Thank you. I'm just trying to put it together. It means a lot, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we are. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So first and foremost, my name is John Gibbs and I am a team member for Sporting Family Change. What I'll be pitching for today is the Bath Half Marathon 2016. So a little bit of background first of all, a bit about why we chose to do it. So it's around about the continued development of Sporting Family Change's health opportunities through physical activity, which is also known as the HOPE programme. Also about providing disadvantaged individuals with the opportunity to participate in the prestigious Bath Half Marathon and engage in an active lifestyle. So with your help, we will be able to provide 15 runner places. We'll also be able to provide 20 spaces for the family fun run. And the entry fee will be free of charge to all runners, which will then allow us to increase the fundraising runners and most importantly, the family runners. So the overall expense of the project will be £970. This will include 15 runner entry fees at £46 per head. It will also provide all of our runners with a Sporting Family Change t-shirt, and also 20 places for the family places. So the funds raised. The runners will be given a £150 target to reach through donations, which I feel is achievable and is also realistic. So with 15 runners raising £150 per head, that would make a total of £2,250. Minus the initial £970 invested would make a raise of £1,280 towards the short race programme. So why invest? Funds raised will go directly to Sporting Family Change, benefiting individuals and families in areas of social and physical development, whilst nurturing achievements and employability. It's a project that's transferable to all sporting events with the ability to capture any audience. It's a simple method of increasing Sporting Family Change recognition in the local area, and also there is the addition of gift aid. So please help support our communities to enjoy a healthy, active lifestyle. Thank you very much for listening. Do you have any questions?
George, is that just with the families, would you actually envisage the families actually fundraising as well?
I certainly do, yeah. Yeah, most definitely. We've already actually got a couple of families which are currently interested in running it for us.
Okay, cool. And have you, not you've had the there's been a sort of a general discussion that they might want to raise a few quid.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more about making an effort to do something as opposed to setting a target.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. I think it's a much better way of going around it, rather than obviously setting out an initial sort of target to reach. I mean, the overall goal is £150 per person, but obviously if they don't reach that, then that's absolutely fine. No doubt some will probably raise more than others. But I think by offering the places free of charge, it obviously enhances the possibility of getting more local families running it on behalf of us.
Sure.
And can I ask about the adult places? Are you also going to approach the corporates within the city to see if any of their staff would?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we certainly can do, and I'll definitely consider it.
There's probably just an awareness thing, isn't there? There's lots of people that have entered already. And,
Yeah.
hey, you could just come and run for SFC.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely, because I was going to ask that. Have you got these places? Have you got these places yet?
Yes.
You have.
Yeah.
So they're confirmed.
Yeah. And already we've got a lot of interest in a lot of the places, which is great.
This worked really well last year. And there's probably a really nice story to tell people.
Yeah.
To put out around the city again.
Yeah.
Just to kind of drum up a bit of interest. As people are approaching Christmas and looking for a New Year activity.
Yes. Yeah. Most definitely. I mean, I believe that this is one that hopefully will continue for many years.
Do you think, I just wanted, obviously last year's process, that some of the families that did the fund and obviously were recipients, which is great. Would you think that's a good idea this year to do that, or?
I mean, we can sort of certainly approach them and see, but obviously we don't want to sort of push them too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine quite naturally they'll probably want to join in.
Yeah.
But obviously if they don't, then it's not the end of the world. I mean, there will be a lot of families, I'm certain, will happily run it on behalf of us.
Cool.
There's also opportunities to do things elsewhere, because I remember one of the charities that I was involved with a few years ago with Bath Half, they actually had one of those eyelet banners made, and they attached it over Green Park, in front of Green Park, on you've
cool.
got all the...
As you run by, it's a good show actually.
The Sporting Family Change cheering crew.
Yeah, and they set up a table, and all the people that were mingling there, they were handing out flyers and had this fantastic eyelet banner. So as the runners went by, it was really good photo opportunity. So someone on the other side was taking photos, and it was just brilliant. So I think for Sporting Family Change, I know it's not costed in here, but it is something perhaps as an add-on.
Just thinking, there's probably a little bit of cost in here. You may be able to divert some of the costs from runner entry fees, just to a bit of marketing.
Yes.
I think so, and I think you take it up a level, up a notch from the 2015 marathon, the 2016 marathon, and again, because when people whiz by in T-shirts, people don't, but to have a few banners around.
You running yourself, sir?
I most certainly am, yes. Yeah, I've started training months ago.
Alright, do you have a sort of just random, any ideas of the time you're hoping to do over that short little run around?
Roughly, top of my head, I'll tell you hour 45.
And I noticed that Jimmy's application form was in the back of his pack.
It most certainly is. Running it as well as,
Brilliant.
I'm staggered how we didn't do it last year.
And me.
I'm just really focused, making sure the family run works really well for that 1 mile.
I think Haley could probably do that this year.
There is talk of it,
Haley could
I could possibly do that.
I think it's only right for the face of Sporting Family Change to partake in the
Not
run.
this face, it's a bit of a mess though, when you put it on it.
Well, last time I was really pleased to support it, and I'm really happy to support it again. And I think that you can build on that. Definitely.
So we're in. I'm in.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Julie's going to give you the money. I
You
think.
take the cash, mate.
No, are you going to give me the money?
Go on, mate. We've got to get a photo, so haven't it?